grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do?
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
Check it, reload! Hey, Delta!
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Wait, 20! Shadow!
On first and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Hey, Echo! Check it!
Here's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his fifth touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They do go for it. It's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser, because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, check it.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
And he's into the clear. 30, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, Brady. Buying time to his left. It's caught by Mike Evans. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 39, Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Brady now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14.
Wait, check it. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey, orbit. Rip.
Focus, defense, focus. Watch twist.
Hey, ball 66.
Brady now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray, and able to find Kirk complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. On 1st down, Drake. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Under 10, X3, 218.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he will find his man on the outside. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Wait, that round 80, round 80.
In your face.
72.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
First down.
Wait, that. Wait,
1st and 10 at the 19-yard
Watch the
line.
screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. When he hits.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Hassan Reddick. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Brady's throw there complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Brady going to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Levante David has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It got his man complete. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because If he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Brady, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Take it at the 37. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to...
And this is caught. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
To throw is Brady. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal.
That's the way. Hey, Alabama. Hey, wahoo! Cut. Hey, 66.
To throw, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Rip.
Throwing now is Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 77 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
That's it, baby. We go.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Mark 56.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
They'll try and run with Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. That one good for 33 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 39-yard line.
Wait, 20. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Sugar.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike,
Reload.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know, one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind me.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Buccaneers 49, Cardinals 19. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Murray going to throw. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Go Bandit!
Here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
56, Cardinals 26.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headline. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the slants.
Check 3. Check it. Come on. Match box. Right slam. Check 26. Check 26. Shoot. Huh. Watch out. Watch out. Run. Kill. Run it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Back now in Tampa. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Like 56.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Andrew Adams. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Running right, Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Brady now to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. On the return is Peterson. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch twist, watch. Watch the safety creep. Watch.
Now the dual threat man. This is DJ Foster. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Jim.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Again, Foster running right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DJ Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will get him one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 75 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. There he goes. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score.
We can debate all we want about Patrick Peterson returning punts. We know he's a Pro Bowl corner, so there's a risk factor there, but he loves it, and he often creates big plays, as we just saw there.
Yeah, here the end justifies the means, so to speak. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
Hey, go 66.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Kill, kill, kill.
Go 50.
They run again with Logan. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
72.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.